My name is Lisa, a full-time housewife living with my husband, Kent. I continued working after we got married, but I quit my job when I got pregnant. Kent and I are looking forward to meeting our baby. I'm so excited. I wonder who the baby will look like.
I hope for a cute child that looks like you, Lisa.
What's with that all of a sudden? You're making me blush.
Really? But, the most important thing is that they're born healthy.
Kent and I always spent our days happily, talking about our child like this. However, a little while later, whenever we talked about the child, Kent seemed somehow awkward. Moreover, he started attending drinking parties more frequently, and the days he came home late increased.
I'm home. I've returned, hick.
Welcome back. You've been going to a lot of drinking parties lately. Are you okay?
It's just socializing. Can't be helped, right?
Maybe, but it's kind of scary being alone during pregnancy. I wish you could come home early like before.
Don't say such childish things. I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna sleep. Good night.
Kent would come home drunk almost every night and immediately go to sleep. Being pregnant for the first time, I was filled with anxiety. I didn't know what might happen, so I wanted him to come home early. Then, one day, I received a shocking message from Kent online, so I hurriedly called him. Hello, Kent? I read your line message. I don't want the child, I'm going on a business trip for 2 weeks. What does that mean? Some kind of joke.
It's not like I sent it as a joke.
It's crazy to send such a message seriously.
Well, that's how it is, so, see ya.
Wait, Kent. Wait. He hung up. What is he thinking? Kent brushed off my words and ended the call unilaterally. After that, I tried calling back several times but couldn't get through. Since my parents have passed away, I don't have a family home to rely on. Therefore, I decided to discuss this matter with my in-laws. And that's what happened. This is the line message he sent.
What is this? That Kent. What is he thinking?
I'm so sorry, Lisa. You're pregnant and anxious, and Ken.
We're truly sorry.
No, it's not your fault at all. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, you've done nothing wrong. Lately, he's been coming home late, and he's drunk, so he just goes to sleep and we can't even talk.
I see. This 2 weeks business trip sounds suspicious.
Indeed. If it were true, he would surely have told us the destination.
Then I'll call his company tomorrow to check. After discussing with my in-laws, the supposed business trip started to seem suspicious. The next day, I confirmed with Kent's company, and as expected, the trip was a lie. With the baby in my belly to think about, I was pondering what to do next. 2 weeks later, Kent returned from his business trip. That 2 weeks business trip was quite long, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm indeed tired.
Hey, what was that line message about?
What about it? It means exactly what it said. It's a waste of money and time, and thinking about it, I just don't want it anymore.
Are you serious?
Of course, I am.
But we were looking forward to it so much. We always talked about the baby together. You used to pat my belly when you left for work or when you came home.
Humans are creatures whose feelings can suddenly change,
I'm being serious here. Stop joking around.
I'm not joking.
If you weren't joking, you wouldn't send such a message so easily online.
Okay, if that's what you think.
I'm asking you for a reason. I'm not asking for anything complicated, am I?
Well, how should I put it? I guess it's like losing my personal time. After all, I guess I value myself the most, or something like that.
What are you saying? The baby should be the most important, obviously.
Men have times like this, It's just that Lisa doesn't know.
I told you to stop joking. While we're having this conversation, the baby is working hard to grow.
Of course, because if Lisa eats, the nutrients will go to the baby. On the other hand, as a man, I don't really understand that kind of thing.
I can't believe it. I just can't understand you.
Don't say stupid things. It's weird that you can't understand, Lisa.
The more I talked with Kent, the more nonsensical his explanations became. I realized that this was no longer a conversation that just the two of us could have. With that in mind, I decided to involve certain people in the discussion. Those certain people were...
Kent, what on earth have you been saying all this time?
Gah! Dad?
valuing your own time. You're probably not doing anything worthwhile anyway.
Mom too. Why?
I asked them for help, and they agreed to support me.
Why would you consult them?
Don't talk nonsense. What are you doing during such an important time for Lisa?
I'm not doing anything in particular.
We heard everything from Lisa, you idiot son.
Why are Mom and Dad so mad?
Hey, Kent, you're having an affair, aren't you?
Ha? An affair? There's no way I'm having an affair. I'm busy every day with work and drinking parties.
Here, evidence of the affair.
Evidence? That's gotta be nonsense.
If you think so, why don't you see it for yourself?
If you're really not doing it, you should be able to look at it confidently, right?
Shut up, I don't need to see that.
What a pitiful man.
It's not like that. Mom and Dad don't understand anything.
Even when presented with evidence of his affair, Kent refused to acknowledge it. He seemed to believe he was in a position of advantage.
I'm terribly sorry for my wife's behavior. Come here, you two.
Oh, come on, what is this about?
Piper! Why are you here?
And who might this man and rather flashy woman be?
Who could it be? Oh, father, isn't this the woman?
I'm sorry to surprise you, mother-in-law and father-in-law. This man is Noah, Kent's boss, and the noisy woman is his wife, Piper, who is also Kent's affair partner.
His boss, you say?
You had an affair with your boss's wife.
What a surprise. I wondered where I was being taken, and it turns out to be Kent's house.
How did it get out to Noah, you idiot?
I think you're the one who's quite the idiot here, Kent.
What? You think you can get cocky because my parents are here?
Kent? How much more do you intend to fool around?
I've never been so embarrassed in my life.
I'm sorry for intruding like this. It's my fault for not educating him properly. Piper, you apologize properly too.
Apologize to who? You're not telling me to bow my head to this woman, are you?
Of course, that's exactly what I'm saying. What were you thinking doing this?
So you're Piper, the woman involved with Kent?
What's this all of a sudden?
It might be sudden for you, but not for us.
Knowing he was married, and you being married yourself, and still having an affair.
The unexpected visitors were Piper, Kent's affair partner, and her husband, Noah, who is also Kent's boss. Of all people, Kent's affair partner was the wife of his boss, whom he relied on daily. This revelation made the in-laws even angrier. However, Kent and Piper were.
There's no point in making excuses anymore, is there?
Right? It's like, now that it's come to this, might as well just talk about it normally, right?
Piper, stop that attitude. It's rude, especially in front of the wife and her parents, isn't it?
Noah is the one who brought me here, not me.
But you're the one who caused this situation, right?
Seriously. It's a common story, husbands cheating during their wives' pregnancy, right?
Exactly. And yet, making such a big deal out of it, ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Lisa is carrying a baby, you know.
I know that better than anyone.
Knowing that, you think it's okay to do this?
It means there was an opportunity for the affair, right?
So, you're saying you two did nothing wrong?
There's nothing inherently good or bad in love, right?
You know I'm pregnant, right? Didn't you ever think your reckless actions could destroy a family?
For us, our own lives come first, you know.
Don't say something so foolish. Don't you realize the unnecessary hardship you're causing others?
Right. A child is truly a treasure.
You're risking taking away that angel-like smile, you know.
Angel-like, seriously? That's just hilarious.
You find that funny.
I mean, come on, angel-like? Ahaha. That's just laughable.
Stop being so defiant as if it's funny.
You seem to be having fun, but can you face reality for a moment?
What reality?
Look, you don't even understand that.
Too foolish for words.
Why the disappointed look?
Do you both even understand what you've done?
Kent and Piper appeared to feel not the slightest guilt for their actions. Instead, they brazenly admitted to the affair with an unrepentant attitude. Moreover,
You too. How about showing a little remorse?
Exactly. Do you have any idea how much stress Lisa is under?
Enough already. You're so annoying. If you want to side with Lisa that badly, then just keep doing it.
Now you're getting defensive?
You're too complacent, Boss Noah.
Kent, there's a limit to rudeness.
But it's the truth, isn't it?
Wouldn't you feel uncomfortable if you were told Lisa was having an affair?
Well, yeah, I'd probably be upset if that were said to me.
But now, you're the cuckolded wife and husband.
So, you're admitting again that you and Ken are having an affair?
Yeah, so what?
What a shameless bear.
Kent, it seems you've been too carefree.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you've been living in a peaceful home that was provided for you.
What's that supposed to mean? Be grateful to the housewife? Boring.
You don't understand how fortunate that is.
You two, do you realize how grateful you should be for a husband who works hard for you?
Shut up. What's wrong with a wife spending her husband's earnings?
Boss Noah earns a good salary, doesn't he?
So, because Kent doesn't earn as much, he shouldn't play around, is that it?
I'm a man, it's all about having fun.
Don't spout such nonsense. I've been devoted to your mother-in-law all my life.
Old people being faithful is supposed to be funny?
Growing old together is a happy thing.
Ugh, even Noah saying that is just so boring.
Kent and Piper were defensive and tailored their responses to suit their own narratives. However, since they had clearly admitted to the affair, that's enough. Since you've admitted to the affair.
Oh? What's this, Lisa? You understand what me and Piper have been saying?
Yes, I understand very well.
So, Noah understands too, right?
Of course.
You've understood as well, mother-in-law and father-in-law, haven't you?
Absolutely. We've understood perfectly.
What about you, Mom?
Yes. I've understood all there is to know about you two without needing to discuss it further.
What's this? Everyone's being so obedient.
Obedient? Oh, I see how it might seem that way to you.
Boss Noah, you're quick on the uptake.
Given the evidence of the affair and both of your admissions, you'll be paying compensation for emotional distress and child support for the baby that's about to be born.
Eh? Compensation and child support?
Piper, you'll be paying for your affair too, right?
Ha! Why should I pay compensation?
It's only natural, considering you cheated while being married. Also, we're getting a divorce.
Divorce, you say?
Kent, I'm divorcing you too. You'll sign the divorce papers later, okay?
Ha! Why do we need to get a divorce?
Idiot! Use whatever brain you have and think about it.
Did you really think Lisa would forgive you after all this?
Tough luck, Ken. Well, once you're divorced, you'll be free. Enjoy your single life as much as you want.
Now you're free. Isn't that great?
Wait a minute. Lisa, our baby is about to be born, you know?
Yes, that's why I'm divorcing you. Being with someone like you would only bring bad influences. Kent and Piper were visibly shocked by the mention of divorce.
If we get divorced, you won't be able to live on your own.
No need to worry about that. I've already found a job.
A job? How are you going to work while you're pregnant?
A daughter of a friend of mine, Yamada-san, introduced her to a remote job.
Too bad for you. Lisa is fully prepared, you fool.
If Noah divorces me, I won't be able to live.
That's not my problem. Find a job and support yourself.
What? I've gotten used to being a housewife. The idea of commuting to work again is just impossible.
Why don't you remarry Kent? Though, with the compensation and child support you'll be paying, a luxurious life won't be possible.
Right. We're disowning Kent anyway.
Disowning? I have no intention of divorcing Lisa.
Keep saying that if you want. My decision to divorce is firm.
I also have no intention of staying married to Piper.
Saying something so cold, you're the worst.
The worst is what you two have been doing all along.
The audacity of it all, really.
Wait, did Mom and Dad know about the divorce?
Nope. Just heard about it now.
You know, Kent, in this situation, whether I decide to divorce or not, should be obvious even without discussing it beforehand.
The same goes for you, Piper.
Hold on. Why should I be divorced over a mere affair?
Wonder why? I won't tell you. Think about it for the rest of your life.
Completely abandoned by Lisa, Noah, and the in-laws, Kent and Piper were left to fend for themselves.
Wait! I intended to build a happy home with Lisa.
Intentions aren't enough.
I also wanted to have a happier life with Noah.
I'm not interested in being your convenient husband anymore.
This is what happens when you take happiness for granted.
Marriage is about growing together as a couple,
Mom, Dad, don't make such a quick judgment.
Oh, we're just on Lisa's side, right, dear?
Indeed. Who would side with you?
Please, Lisa, forgive me just this once.
Noah, please. I'll do the housework properly and won't cheat again.
It's too late for tears. You're an adult. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet.
Good luck, Kent. Oh, and by that, I mean for paying the compensation and child support. Thus, Noah and Piper went through with their divorce. I also divorced Kent, who ended up being fired from his job. According to Noah, Kent had been making significant mistakes at work for some time. Despite repeated warnings, there was no improvement, and his lack of concentration meant he couldn't be entrusted with responsibilities. His irresponsible attitude was the reason he was let go. Consequently, Kent and Piper had to take on debt to pay for the compensation and other expenses. Finding a new job proved difficult, with no reliable family to turn to, and even part-time work was hard to come by in these times. The jobs they did find only gave them 1 or 2 days of work a week, making it impossible to save any money. Thus, they went from a stable life to one filled with hardships and misery. As for me,
Wow, I never imagined Lisa knew Yamada-san's daughter.
You two have become good friends, going out for tea sometimes, right?
This is a wonderful connection that has come around.
If there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
thank you. Oh, the baby just kicked. My good relationship with my in-laws continued even after the divorce. Furthermore, the person my mother-in-law introduced me to turned out to be an acquaintance of Noah's. Noah, who had been my husband's boss, suddenly felt like someone closer to me. Thanks to my mother-in-law, I secured a job, giving me some peace of mind for after the birth. I was deeply grateful for being blessed with such good relationships. I decided to cherish these connections. With these thoughts, I continued to appreciate the joyful times spent with loved ones, grateful for every moment. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.